Formula One. Some might call it the pinnacle of motorsport, and some others really badmouth this sport. But what if we took everything we know from the history of Formula One and everything that is known to its fans and, and written in the records, and we change everything? This is a new series in which we will go back to 1950 up until 2025 and see how we can change the history and the direction the sport goes race by race. My name is Geomech and welcome to a new series, a very long series, changing the history of Formula One using F1 Challenge 9902. Now, I am actually very excited to start this series. This is a series that I've been trying to do for a long time. I finally got in my hands on some mods and the vanilla version of F1 Challenge so we can actually start doing this. One issue is that I've already come across it is that there's currently not a way to play the mods through 1951 to 1954, which means we will have to alter the 1950 season to our liking. This means that for now, there won't be certain teams on those years, which they will be added in 1995, 1955, and upwards, such as, for example, Mercedes, which they will do a one-off comeback and then it will just go because something terrible happened in motorsport that year, which I don't really want to get into it. So this series, it will be very interesting to see because I won't be racing as myself in this race. Instead, in every single season that will happen in this game, I will be taking part as a driver from that season. For example, let's say I race, for example, as Juan Manuel Fangio in the 1950 and 1951 I race as Farina. This is all coming down to a wheel, in which a wheel will determine which driver I use, what team I use, and etc. Another issue which I've come across is the fact that there's not really a lot of teams in 1950. So that means certain teams, for example, let's say Scuderia Ambrosiana, they're a separate team in my mind for this season. Even though they're using, I think, Maserati engines, they will be racing under their own team, Scuderia Ambrosiana, which will be very interesting to see because we might have different constructors. So, without further ado, let's check who is racing for this season and what drivers are racing for those teams. And of course, at the end, I will also talk about the driver that I will be racing as this season. Another thing that I want to mention is this is a 7-race season. We're starting in Britain, then we're going into forgot that. Fucking hell, I forgot the team. I don't remember who's second. Monaco. Monaco is second. Then we have Indianapolis. We have Switzerland. We have France. We have Belgium. Spa, obviously, as you guys know, the old way out of Spa. We got Reims in France, and we also got the final race in Monza, which is another insane track that I'm really looking forward to race this season. Another thing that I want to mention is we won't be using the old format of points. We will be using the 2025 point system. That means the first driver is getting 25 instead of 8 points. Second gets 18, third 15, and so on, which will be very interesting to see this season. Obviously, I'm going to be mentioning this in the teams that we will be reviewing as of now and the participants. There's another issue with F1 Challenge. The game cannot really run a lot of drivers in these old circuits. There's some races end up probably not even setting times in qualifying. Some just never start the race and they just retire automatically because they're out of the map. So we will have 32 races this season, and we will probably cut down a bit by like 4, 6 or something. If we see that there's a lot of issues, because I want every single racer to actually participate, not just automatically DNF. Another issue is this: the AI is not really smart. They're just not really smart in this game, and we will see a lot of issues uh, while this series is also going on, because throughout the F1 Challenge modding scene and modding in general, the AI has been a problem because you can't really code the AI, they're just doing their own stuff. So this will be very interesting to see on how this series goes. Starting off with Alfa Romeo, they have a 6 driver lineup, the most in this season. Starting off, we have Juan Manuel Fangio, then we have Nino Farina, we got Gonzalo Sanesi, we got Fagioli, we got Tarufi, and we also got Purnell. Next team we have is Scuderia Achille Varzi, which have Gonzalez, Tony Branca, and Nicolo Pagani as the 3 drivers that are representing them. Next up on the grid, we have Ferrari itself, which consists of 3 drivers this season. Serafini, we got Peter Whitehead, and we also have Luigi Villoresi. Alberto Ascari has decided to not partake in the season, and he will be joining next season alongside Raymond Samer if the drivers of Ferrari do not do well this season. Next up on the list, we have the only Simca Gordini driver that takes part in this season, being Robert Manzan. The following team is ERA, which consists of only 2 drivers this season, being Leslie Johnson and Peter Walker. The other team of this grid is Alta, which consists of 2 drivers, being Joe Kelly and Geoffrey Crosley, which this will be a very interesting lineup to see for Alta. Next up, we have the French team of Talbot. This is a very packed team again. We have 4 races in this team. We got Levaux, we got Levesque, we got Guy Mariès, and we also got Pazzi, which is a very interesting lineup this season for the French outfit. Next up on the list, we have Cooper, which only has 1 representative this season, being Harry Schell. Next up on the list, we have Maserati itself, with the races of Joe Fry, Paul Peach, and Franco Roll. This trio of drivers will try and bring the title for Maserati. Next up on the list, we have Scuderia Platei, which consists of 2 drivers, being Tulo de Graffenried and Prince Bira of Thailand. The second to last team we will be talking about is Scuderia Milano, with a 3 driver pairing, being Clement Biondetti, Gianfranco Comotti, and Felice Bonetto, who will be trying to bring home the points for this new team. The last team that will be taking place this season in Formula One will be Scuderia Ambrosiana, with a double pairing of David Murray and David Hampshire. And now, the moment everybody has been waiting for since starting this video. Let's see who will be the driver that will be driving at this season. And the answer is Tulo de Graffenried. I hope you guys have enjoyed this small pre-season talk that we did for the upcoming 1950 season, and hopefully it is a fun series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Next up, we have the Silverstone Grand Prix, and I'm deeply looking forward to showing how it goes. See you guys next time, and make sure to subscribe and follow me into this journey that we're gonna put ourselves on. See you later.